What's good? I'm Karlton Jahmal, and this is the Roundup. Every week there's a mountain of new releases. Can't keep up? I got you. This week we had a range of new releases from veterans all the way down to the rookies, Method Man all the way to A Boogie with the Hoodie. Let's just get right into it. Kid Ink decided he wanted to end the year off with a bang, and he did just that. He came through with the EP Missed Calls. It branches a little bit of the new school with a little bit of the old school, and I fuck with it. Now we see why Kid Ink's been waiting all year to drop this one off. This is the hottest album I've heard in a while from this guy. Really though, the standout is Lil Wayne on the track You So. He has a crazy feature and you need to check it out. What can I say about Big K.R.I.T? This is his third surprise EP in just as many weeks. Just like the other two, this one has 3 tracks. It's short, it's brief, it's sweet, it's perfect. Big K.R.I.T, check it out. Vic Mensa, the Chicago man with the big mouth that isn't Kanye West, came through with a new EP himself. Now, Vic Mensa dives into the emo world on this one. He cut his dreads, he's feeling emotional, it's dark, it's kind of gritty. I don't really know how I feel about it. He does grab an amazing feature from Charlie Wilson, who's one of my favorite all-time R&B artists. That's a song you need to be listening to. Other than that, could take it or leave it. The hip-hop world has been waiting for Kodak Black to come through with a new album. He was locked up for a while, there was a drought, he's back. Entitled Dying to Live, Kodak Black gets spiritual on this one. Maybe he picked up a Bible while he was locked up.
I just took Cialis, but she on
The song with Lil Pump, where Kodak Black sings about doing Cialis and having sex with girls on Molly, it's still an immature album, and it's still not really what I would be listening to, but the 18 to 21-year-olds, they're gonna dig it. Every week, there's an album that stands out amongst the rest. This week, the vet, the GOAT, the wu-tang god, Method Man came through with a new album, so of course, it's the album of the week. On Meth Lab 2, The Lithium, Method Man brings along a host of veterans to paint a story with him. We got appearances from Raekwon, Redman, Snoop Dogg, Noriega, Sheek Louch, and more. Now this album was designed to sound like an old school radio program, so the skits work perfectly with the entire narrative. There's just as much comedy as there is storytelling as there is lyricism. If you want to jump right into this album, 2 More Men's is the song that I'm listening to. This shit is hot.
Before the mayhem, there was method, see mother made him, but
This project is exactly what you would expect from Method Man, and that's why it's this week's Album of the Week. So Sony and Marvel teamed up to bring the world Spider-Man into the Spiderverse. It's a new animated film centered around Miles Morales, which is a black version of Spider-Man that exists in another universe. Along with the movie came the soundtrack, Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse OST. They're following a trend here. Black Panther had an album soundtrack curated by Kendrick Lamar. Brilliant. Superfly had a soundtrack curated by Future. Pretty good. K.R.I.T 2 had a soundtrack curated by Mike Will Made It. You see the trend? Now Spider-Man, the Black Spider-Man, comes through with a hip-hop album. Come on, man, it's too easy. Now there are some good songs on here. We got appearances from Post Malone, Nicki Minaj, the late XXXTentacion, Lil Wayne, and others. But for the most part, you could throw this one out. Sony and Marvel are trying the same thing over and over again, and that's why Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse is not my cup of tea. I'm Karlton Jahmal, and this is The Roundup. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Peace.